Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the lives and works of influential figures in literature. Today, we're exploring the remarkable life and legacy of John Locke, a philosopher whose ideas have shaped the course of human history. John Locke was born on August 29, 1632, in Rington, Somerset, England. His father, also named John Locke, was a lawyer and a justice of the peace, who played a significant role in shaping his son's early life and education. Locke's mother, Agnes Keene, died when he was just 9 years old, leaving his father to raise him and his brother. This personal loss would later influence Locke's thoughts on the importance of family and social relationships. Locke's educational journey began at Westminster School in London, where he excelled academically and developed a passion for classical literature and philosophy. He then attended Christ Church, Oxford, where he studied philosophy, medicine, and law. It was during his time at Oxford that Locke became fascinated with the works of René Descartes and other prominent thinkers of the Enlightenment. These influences would later shape his own philosophical ideas about human nature, knowledge, and politics. One of the most significant events in Locke's life was his meeting with Robert Boyle, a renowned scientist and philosopher. This encounter sparked Locke's interest in experimental philosophy and the scientific method, which he would later apply to his own work on human understanding and politics. Locke's experiences as a tutor at Oxford and his involvement in various intellectual circles also helped him develop his critical thinking skills and articulate his thoughts on morality, education, and governance. His most famous work, Essay Concerning Human Understanding, published in 1689, is a comprehensive treatise on the nature of human knowledge and understanding. In it, Locke argues that all knowledge comes from experience and sensory perception, challenging traditional notions of innate ideas and absolute truth. This empiricist approach has had a profound impact on Western philosophy, influencing thinkers such as David Hume, Immanuel Kant, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Locke's other notable work, two treatises of government published in 1689, lays the foundation for modern liberal democracy. He argues that individuals have inherent rights to life, liberty, and property, which governments are established to protect. This social contract theory has shaped the course of political history, inspiring movements such as the American Revolution and the French Revolution. However, Locke's legacy is complex and multifaceted. While his ideas about individual rights and liberties have inspired many, his views on issues like slavery, women's rights, and colonialism have been criticized for being limited and even reactionary. For instance, Locke invested in the Royal African Company, which was involved in the transatlantic slave trade, and his writings on property rights have been used to justify colonialism and dispossession of indigenous peoples. Despite these criticisms, Locke's work remains essential to understanding modern politics, education, and human behavior. His emphasis on reason, critical thinking, and empirical evidence is more relevant than ever in today's world, where misinformation and propaganda are rampant. Locke's ideas remind us of the importance of skepticism, nuance, and intellectual curiosity, encouraging us to think critically about power, authority, and our responsibilities as citizens. As we reflect on John Locke's life and work, we're struck by his unwavering commitment to intellectual honesty and his willingness to challenge established wisdom. He was a true original, a man who embodied the spirit of inquiry and critical thinking that defines the best of literary tradition. His legacy continues to shape our understanding of the world today, from the way we think about politics and morality to the way we approach education and personal development. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about authors. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.